we'll go to discuss about the concept of supercharging and turbocharging. Supercharging increase the power output of the engine. This does not increase the fuel consumption per kilowatt power. Certain percentage of power is consumed in compressing the air. This power has to be taken from the engine itself. This will lead to some power losses. However, it is seen that the net power output will be more than the net power output of the engine of the same capacity without supercharging. The increased pressure and temperature as a result of supercharging may lead to detonation. Therefore, the fuel used must have a better anti-knock characteristics. So, in practice, racing car engines uses supercharging. The most important areas where supercharging is the vital importance are supercharger is the pressure boosting device which supplies the air at high pressure. A centrifugal or axial flow or displacement type compressor is normally used. If the supercharger is driven by engine crankshaft, then it is called mechanically driven supercharger. Next, some superchargers are driven by the gas turbine, which derives from its power from the engine exhaust gases. Such a supercharger is called turbocharger. There are the three types of superchargers are there: centrifugal type, roots type, and van type. Here, concept of supercharging, the centrifugal type. In centrifugal type supercharging, the air is enter into the center of the pump, that is eye of the pump. Then gradually they are enter into the impeller and they are increasing the pressure, then enter into the diffuser and violet casing. The casing is gradually increased, so the velocity is reduced and pressure is increased. The outlet of the centrifugal type in the pressure is increased without losses, without minimum losses. So the as compared to another type, the centrifugal type gives the more efficiency. Next one, concept of roots. Two loops are there. Here the two rotors are rotating. The rotors are just discontact between them. The vacuum is created inside the pump, the suck the air. Then the two rotor is in contact. At this time, power the pressure is increased at outlet. Next one, the concept of supercharging with van type. Suppose during the rotation, the rotating of vans are eccentric to the center of the body, the drum. So each and every vans have the spring type van. Whenever during the suction state, the vans are springs are compressed. So in that condition, the entire air is sucked through the each vans. After that, after the second of rotation, the suddenly released with high pressure. So this type of fans are used in small type of applications. Next one, the method of supercharging. Necessary amount of compressed air or mixer can be supplied to the engine. Independently driven compressor or blower, usually driven by electronic motor. Ram effect under piston supercharging and applied to two-stroke engines. Can they matter? Engine driven compressor or blower. Effect of supercharging: higher power output, greater induction of charging mass, better atomization of fuel, better mixing of fuel and air, better torque characteristics over the whole speed range, quicker acceleration of vehicle, more complete and smoother combustion, inferior or poor ignite quality fuel usage, smoother operation and reduction in diesel knocking tendency, increased detonation tendency in SI engines and improve the cold starting. Limitation of supercharging: Due to supercharging, the thermal load on the various parts of the engine increases. Increased gas loading caused by supercharging necessitates the use of larger bearings area, heavier engine component. In an existing engine, if the supercharging has to be adopted, one should first study the factors that limit the extent of supercharging that can be tried. The permissible extent of supercharging depends upon the ability of engine to withstand the increased gas loading and thermal stresses. Supercharging arrangements in the air is and the compressor is fixed. The compressor is run by engine. The air enter into the compressor, outlet of the air, the compressed air, the pressure is increased. After cooling, the inlet of the air is enter into the engine. Okay, next one, supercharging arrangements. Inlet to the engine, it is used with turbine. The exhaust turbine used to exhaust from the turbine. Here, next method of supercharging with exhaust turbine and inlet compressor. The various methods of superchargings are there. And one more method is there, from the outlet from the compressor to connect to the engine, the exhaust from the connect and inlet to the